why do then animals suffer? More specifically, why would God even create creatures without will or rationality and unable to learn of God through suffering, who go on to live lives defined by fear and pain? And according to the fossil record, this seems to have been happening for a very, very long time.
Great question. I would say a few things. I'm not sure that animals' lives are primarily characterized by fear and pain. I don't think we know that. So that's one area I might challenge in the premise of your question. But here's what I would say. Are animals good? Do they add something to the world that we value? I mean, there's probably a few people out here that don't like animals, but I think the vast majority of us would be like, they're fun and they're beautiful. They make life interesting. Like, we realize there's something good about animals. Well, then why does God make them and they can suffer so much? Well, one thing to keep in mind is pain is not bad. Pain is actually good. In the fall, we don't have pain created. Pain is exacerbated for Eve in childbirth, but she already had pain. You cannot survive and thrive in the world without pain. If my side hurts, I need to know that so I can change something. If I bite my tongue or touch my hand on a fire, I need pain to physically survive and thrive in the world. By the way, you know what happens to lepers is they actually lose the ability to feel pain and they literally self-destruct. So pain is a good thing. So are animals good? I think most people would say yes. They need pain to survive and thrive in the world in which we live. They can't survive and thrive without that. The third piece that I would add is the fossil record. I mean, we could debate how old the earth is. That's a secondary point. But the bottom line is Christians do believe that when Adam sinned in the fall, there was some kind of cosmic effect because of this. So it's not only our souls, it's our bodies. And it says in Romans 8, creation itself was affected by sin. And I think that affected animals in some sense as well. Now, some people go further and talk about like redemption for animals. I don't know if I'm totally persuaded by that. But it is really interesting when you look in the Bible. I had Peter Singer on, who's one of the leading atheists in the world for 50 years. And I talked about how much the Bible talks about like caring for animals. I mean, in Deuteronomy 5, give a Sabbath to your animal. You can actually judge somebody's character in many ways by how they treat their animals. So I think when we piece some of these things together, I think most of us would agree that life with animals is much better than life without. There's reasons why there's some pain, and sin has messed things up for sure, and it's gotten worse, but God is going to redeem things at some point in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question. Thank you.